Alright. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another stream. My name is Kota. So, today we are finally actually going to be speedrunning Fontaine. I've been putting it off, doing other things, but today is the day. So yeah, let's just jump right on into it. So, let me make this go over here bigger. There we go. That way I can actually see it. Alright. What we got here? Pulley. This is getting down nice. We also have a lot of, like, this event stuff to do, which I don't know if we'll have time for. I'm gonna have to just do that in my free time. God, Arlecchino's so cool. Alright. Let's go ahead and continue on with this. Which was what one again? I have so much to do in so little time. This one, chapter 4, yes. I'm also eating a grilled cheese right now. That's my lunch. Where am I going? Oh, down here. Okay. Thank you.
Hello? Is there anyone here?
Oh. Good time to eat.
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
Oh no, we're just here to deliver
Definitely not
some
looking for a
materials.
chat.
Here they are. They're for making... what were they called again?
Ah, these must be for Magic Pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made several orders worth now.
That still sounds like a euphemism. Do we need to pay?
No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount. But they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run. It seems both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
Wow.
They spilled
So,
tomato sauce on
is
me.
Lenny actually loaded?
I can't say for sure, but who knows?
Now, would you look at
There's
that?
good money to be made being a magician in Fontaine.
Hey, is this machine
How's it going today, crafting?
It looks really advanced.
Hey,
Why use your
look,
hands
my
when
mouth
the
is
machine
moving.
can do the work? It would
It's
be
like
a waste not to
somewhat
use the
better
latest
tracking.
technology.
Look at that.
And wasting is a kind of crime.
But where does a big machine like that get its power from?
Ah, well,
Magic
it's a
crystals.
little complicated. I'm not sure I can put it in layman's terms for you. But basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium. It's a type
Say
of
that word
energy
5
that's
times
produced
fast.
from trials.
Huh? How can trials produce energy?
Magic.
Well, I'm not completely sure of all
Hello,
the details
Z.
myself.
How's
but
it going today?
Basically, when a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's
Oh no,
belief
she
in
said the
justice
thing.
and converts it into energy to be used all around
You
Fontaine.
could use her as like a backup
So that's
to,
what its other function is?
the other one.
Haven't heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments.
Please tell me Paimon says the whole thing.
How can something unreliable like people's beliefs be
Sorry, I'm
turned
eating
into
a
a stable power
grilled
source
cheese
for
right now.
these machines?
Please tell me Paimon says that whole Orla cheese Calinal thing. I'm gonna remix that. Well, Venti and Nahida both said.
Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon
Going good,
relies
but
on
I'm
the
really
machine
tired, so I'm
to
going
take
to
the energy
bed.
created by
Okay,
belief
Z, you have a great
and turn
day.
it into power for all of Fontaine, right?
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like it makes sense. Besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called minusia. It isn't produced by
That's
the power
another
of the
not real
arcane,
word.
but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind.
I'm doing great. How are you doing? Like I said, I'm just
You
eating a
again?
grilled cheese.
Didn't I already promise you that I'd
Gonna
have the more I
get
own
through
to
as much
Conquer
Fontaine
Recovery
story
Air
today as
next
we
month?
can.
Why are you hounding me now?
Oh, and there's a new trailer for Wuthering Waves for
running off by the end of this month.
Lin
I
Yang.
want 50%
If you wanna
today.
watch that.
Wait, no, 70%.
Huh?
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave?
Sounds like a usual case of someone owing money to someone.
Hey, hold on. Before you go around trying to
Oh,
collect
darn.
payments, why don't you settle your own debts first? If
Darn.
Confrere of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation here?
You're from
Yeah, I'm very hyped.
Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month. Why are you hounding me now?
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
We're surprised to see you too. What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
Sure, I've seemed to run into a lot of friends lately.
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring. But it seems that fate brought our paths together
Oh,
today.
you're back to Holland.
Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble. Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid
You gonna be
anything
done
that
in time
you'd
for-
find interesting.
With your hauls in time for
Our trip here has gone pretty well
Lula?
so far, right, Traveler?
Or are you just gonna watch me play? I thought we've already weathered enough storms for now.
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
I usually try to avoid you.
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends? Listen to me, boy. If you
I'm a
want
team
your
driver
Mora,
now, so
fine.
I'm always moving.
Why don't
Oh,
you
I see.
And take it.
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said,
Why is that a conversation we need to
It's
have?
way over the line. All right, boys. Let's see who has to pay up now.
can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine, though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients. You're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
Go ahead, they're all yours.
I'm sure this won't take long.
Do I get to play as Park? Yeah.
Yatsa! Shouldn't let your guard down. Ja, ja, yeah. Ta, yeah.
Not something I enjoy by making around 2K a week doing
What's your
it.
deal,
so-
Brett? How are you so strong? And
Yeah,
you're just
I mean that's
staffer
a
from
that's a
Snezhnaya's
hefty chunk
Northland
of change.
Bank. Wait, don't tell me you're.
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand
like,
that you don't mess with
Being a
Northland
driver
Bank.
must suck, 'cause
Got
like
it?
you have to drive back, right? Like you drive somewhere and then you go back home. Does that are you on time for your trip back home, or that counts your time off?
Now's my chance.
I missed what happened. See, oh, did his vision not work?
That was weird.
Are you
I'm
feeling alright?
not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe
Drive
there's
back
something
home every
wrong with
6
my
or 7
vision?
weeks. I see.
Strange.
But does that count as like
happened?
your
First time
downtime
Paimon's ever
for the
heard
trip
of someone
home,
losing control of their
or
vision.
is that considered company time still? And you're like,
Never mind. It doesn't matter.
your free
If I
time
wanna
only
stay
starts
sharp,
when you
I
get
shouldn't be
home.
relying too
is what
much
I'm
on my
asking,
vision
if
anyway.
that makes sense.
Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
Oh, they give you. I see. So your trip home is considered work. Okay. You better not use your delusion too often. I have a vision, so don't ask me.
So
What is a
you're a
delusion?
Fontaine child. I don't see its work for Northland Bank.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Huh? What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself. But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now
That
is
sounds pretty
connected
good.
with that power
I mean, you're
feeling
on
inside.
for
That
Yeah.
is a possibility.
6 weeks, you said, but getting a full week off is nice. Do you have any idea where it came from?
I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown abyss. It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk. She was always quiet and very
Not a
mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in
What?
the future.
What is
Tartaglia secretly an eldritch god?
She never explained that, but my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me.
Wait, how are you
When in
gonna end up
front of me
staying
appeared a
home full
whale that
time
was so massive, I felt like I
if
couldn't
you
breathe.
are a driver?
A whale?
How's that work?
Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before, you summoned a huge whale that seemed to leap at us.
Oh, is he the weekly boss? Is he the weekly boss that's a big
That's
space
just an
whale?
abstract form of a whale that I create using
I
my
feel like that
elemental
was a
powers.
spoiler I just uncovered.
It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted to Paimon.
It's very possible that the power inside of you is connected to your incident in the abyss.
So why don't you just go ask your
Once
master?
I save enough, I
Maybe
can
she
switch to
knows the
Whisper.
answer.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk in
Still
that
not a real
unknown
name.
abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even
I
a
should be
trace of the
listening
place where
to
I
the
remember
Fontaine
falling
music,
into the
right?
abyss.
Oh.
I feel like we
sounds
should listen to
some kind of
Fontaine's
ghost
music.
story.
Oh, look, the bot works.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world
only the-
tend to be elusive like
The
that.
YouTube bot works for some reason.
Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you.
Or is that the Twitter bot?
I just
I don't know
remembered I
what's
have
going
somewhere
on.
else I need to be, so I should get going.
What? More work for the Northland Bank?
I think that's the
No,
Twitch bot, right?
It's more of a personal appointment.
Who wants to bet Child's
Lately, I've been
Master
sparring with
is
some
the
of Fontaine's
Hydro
official
Archon.
champion
Oh, you
duelists
think?
whenever I'm feeling bored.
Official champion duelist? You mean it's their job
But she
to
seemed
duel?
like a bitch. Remember, we met her,
Yep,
and she was
in
a little...
Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given
little
one
blah, blah.
chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist. The champion duelists are all-powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the
Is
duel
this a
itself
tournament
is a
art?
no-holds-barred
Did
fight
we unlock
with no
Genshin Impact's
specified
tournament art?
stopping point. So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial. And the worst-case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though it's rumored that Fontaine
trial
has a
by
death
combat.
penalty, from what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death. So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
We're about to have a
do
trial
many
where
people
somebody's
actually
actually
get out of
sentenced to
their
death,
trials
right?
by winning the duel?
Water is known to ebb and flow.
Apparently,
from
it's
ways,
exceedingly
so
rare for
personality
anyone
should
to
be the
actually
same.
win.
Yeah.
Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens. Besides,
I guess.
none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine. Apparently, the one I'm meeting today, Clorinde, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her
she's
for
the
some
next,
time before she finally agreed to face me today.
She's the next
Well,
Gacha banner.
that's child
Is
for ya.
Clorinde.
Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before.
We met the Hydro Archon.
Before I forget, I want you to have this.
Aw. Wait, your vision?
Huh? Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
That's not how
I'm
that
just
works.
worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel. So, I think I'll be better off without it for now.
You just... Oh, I guess he has this delusion.
I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
He's gonna
Paimon
die.
knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
I mean, take Barbara. She is back and forth like crazy when it comes to
That
Jean.
sneaky guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to
We
Paimon.
can't keep talking about Barbara and Jean.
Since we don't have much to do for now,
It'll put me
we
on
might
some
as well
kind of
walk
list.
around and see the city before Lenny's performance. Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along!
Well, yeah, now I feel ruined. You spoiled the mystery, Paimon.
Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. Whew. Paimon never saw that twist coming. The murder mystery novels here are amazing.
Never thought I'd see the day when Paimon would enjoy reading.
The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both have their merits, but Paimon thinks this style
Yeah,
of
and I'm
novels
already
are
on a
more-
list. I want to
Well,
get off the
novel.
list.
It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. You should buy a copy and read it too.
You already spoiled who the murderer is.
Oh, sorry about that. Paimon will be more careful next time.
We don't do spoilers.
Hey, shouldn't we be heading to the Opera House to see Lenny's performance soon? It's almost time for the show to start, so we should get going. Lenny said that the Opera House is on Aeneas, so let's go ride the Aquabus.
Yoink. There more yoinks? No? I'm all out of yoink? Okay. I should use my resin, huh? I'm capped. What am I doing with myself? Where do I have to go? All the way over there? Okay. Let's spend some resin for some Beidou artifacts, huh? Kota, you're a VTuber. You're put on a list for eternity. Why is it accurate? Why you gotta speak the truth? Look at this art for Arataki. Honyai Miko's part of this event? I have to do this event at some point.
Ad Astra.
I am all dispatch again. Alright. Let's go run some artifacts. Oh, I got a message. Oh, I'm now eligible for a Hero's Wit. I forgot I have drops enabled. Wait, the drops count for me too? Have they counted for me this whole time? No, I want this. No. This. Thank you. Alright. Let's go with the level 40 Arlecchino.
Solidify. This is order.
I'm going in! Let's light it up! Witness the power of Gugwa! Huh?
Transfixed. This is where you fall.
I will
That
have
didn't do
order.
as well as last time.
Body and mind. Huh?
Laid bare.
Condensed. There we go. Alright, give me something good. Wrong artifact set. Oh, but that could be spicy, that could be tasty, that could be good. Let's get the music back.
This is order.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse. Huh?
My turn. Everlasting as the moon.
Let's light it up!
Maybe I'm a little young, but you don't know what I've become. Can't you see it in my face?
Why is my mouth flapping? Why is my mouth flapping? Oh, a triple. And they're garbage.
Stabilize. Order guide you.
Everybody
It's not
stand
my
back!
fault that he's the most meta unit the game has ever
Rain
made.
outlines your fate.
It's
Know
just
my
louder.
sword!
There we go. That should fix it.
Overruled.
It was a good song. I wanted to blare it.
Gather.
Rain outlines your fate. Huh?
Transfixed.
I mean, you know, it's still surprising how well she can clear this domain being level 40. Which I have to get through the Fontaine story in order to actually, like, level her up, right? Because the boss drops are locked behind the story mission. So, it's gonna be level 40 for a while. Why are they garbage? Just one good artifact. Give me a really good attack
Stabilize.
stance, and we'll call it a day.
I will have order.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Ha! Let me weave you a verse.
Overruled. Witness my rise.
Let's light it up!
Laid bare.
If I ate food, it would be a faster clear, but I just don't want to waste the food. What if this rolls crit rate and is a perfect flower, you know? We could try it. There's a chance. This is Stream Beats, right? I'm not about to get a copyright strike, right? Okay, just want to make sure. Just want to make sure I wasn't about to get banned off the platform. Okay. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Let's try a couple of those artifacts. We got a good feather. Which I think I'm the only one that's caught on that Shiminawa's is a good set for Arlecchino. No one else is using it. Well, I have several good tries here. What do I have to beat? A nearly perfect. Perfect one, okay. That's probably not happening. Yep. Then we had the sands, right? No. What was it? There's a flower. Why do I have all these good flowers? Why did I level? Oh, because this is really good. Oh, okay. Well, that's not even worth trying then. Whenever I have stuff like this, like this would be awesome if it rolled good. Okay, it's too spread out. What about you if you just hit the crits? Never mind.
You think you've got my number figured out? I'm only born in drought and brevity. And if I'm not the
Oh, I'm working on getting a Helldivers collab going, and we might do Lethal Company tomorrow. If we get enough people. Damn. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Garbage. Damn it. Alright, well, we used up the resin. Back to Fontaine.
I wasn't always just a single
1 second.
a palette full of gray in reverie. And I can burn it brighter than the sun. I have a golden gun inside of me. Don't box me in. Don't, or I'll leave. I'd rather
Whoa! Now this is fancy!
Back to the story.
Opera at Eclairs. What a place to hold a performance! No wonder Linny and Lynette were looking
It's
forward
weird
to it.
for...
Looks like
It's
there's a
weird
lot of
hearing
people
Paimon
standing
speak
around the
French. It
fountain
sounds
up
too
ahead.
fancy for her.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy
She's
child.
playing company like
We
crazy.
pray.
Yeah, but
I don't know why you always
it's
feel
too
the
short
need
notice
to
to get
ask so much.
like Benny
I'll be
involved and
happy as
stuff.
long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
I guess if there are kids,
Benny's a busy
there's
guy.
no doubt they'll turn out smart.
Maybe this is one of the customs in Fontaine. There sure are a lot of couples here.
Vache.
That's not what that says. It says Vaucheur. That's not an A, that's an ER.
What's wrong?
Vache. Vache.
Vaucheur. Vaucheur. You say something, Paimon?
No, Paimon didn't say anything. Are you hearing things?
it's become a common occurrence in this story for the traveler to just hear things.
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water flowing through Fontaine converges here. It's customary for newlyweds to come here and wish for children.
Lynette! You scared Paimon!
Don't know the timeline?
When did you get here?
Lenny asked me to wait here for you, remember?
Oh yeah.
Right.
I've recently I posted on Twitter and I put together a group of small content creators. So I'm gonna be doing more collabs with people that responded to that. I seem to hear a faint voice just now.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
Seemed as if the voice was coming from the fountain.
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you? Besides, it's the middle of the day. It's not the time for eerie things.
I see. I might be able to tell you something that could help explain the voice you heard. In fact, you might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element. Others in my family have had similar experiences.
It's because of
You
her
and a few other
sensitivity to the
friends
hydro
are
element?
pushing me to start
But
streaming
what hearing
once
the
I'm
voice
back
have
home.
to do with
Do
elemental
it, man.
power?
It's fun.
When do you cry, Paimon?
Wait, what? What does that have to do with anything?
All the time. All the time.
Just answer me. When do you cry?
When Paimon's really sad?
She's literally
and when
always
Paimon's super
crying.
happy. Oh, and also when Paimon's really, really scared.
Then you should understand that tears contain your most intense emotions. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water
She
in
said
Fontaine
cry, not make
converges.
your ears bleed. The two go hand
Even
in
the
hand.
tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
That's an intense explanation.
So, what did the voice say?
It seems to be calling out someone's name, but spelling it wrong.
Huh. If you were hearing their emotions, then Paimon wonders what happened to them.
Rather than worrying about them, we should worry about my brother first.
Is he dead?
Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance. So chatting with Lenny might help him relax a little before he goes on stage.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Let's go in and see
You
Lynn.
think I'm nicer than I am? They spell things insane. Right, and I'm just correcting them. Like, it's fine that the French want to spell things wrong. I will correct them. The Opera House is their court, right?
Ah, Traveler and Paimon. Good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world.
I literally
We
have
thought
nothing
we'd be
better to
forward
do,
to it.
except for all the other things that are very much so important.
I can tell, judging by how early you've arrived. But you're actually right on time. The
Then we're
audience
not
still
early.
hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment. I'll fetch the tickets.
Having an in to the performer is a cheat code.
The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations.
Not Matt Mercer,
I've already
man.
reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Ooh, front row seats. Thanks, Lenny.
Isn't this a court trial that he's performing
Don't
at?
mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Probably because you're actually
Hey,
evil.
Lenny, could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage
I
props
spilled
over
more
there.
tomato sauce
That's
on me.
Cal, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Best get busy.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Lenny.
Alright. I'm gonna assume my seats are up here. Oh, they were down there. Well, that's why God gave me wings. Oh, we're gonna sit right next to him, huh? Of course we are. Of course we are. By the way, do my lip flaps look better?
These should be our seats.
Like,
Come on, let's
they
go.
are actually moving properly? A lot of silence. Hi, newbie. Dot 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 dot. Look fine? Okay. Because last week they were not. There's a lot of dot dot dots going on.
Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still. It's kinda awkward if we don't say anything.
Isn't that usually your job?
You little... Of course you put this on Paimon.
Excuse me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry. I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Oh,
I do like his voice.
so you heard all of that, did ya? Boy, you sure have good ears. Paimon thought she was keeping her voice down. Wait, that's not it.
It's
Paimon's...
impossible for you to
Sorry.
keep your voice down, Paimon.
Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So, let's talk, but, what should we talk about?
This is getting even more awkward.
Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Linny's too?
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to
If you weren't
reciprocate.
paying attention, you wouldn't think that was Matt Mercer.
So you're
It's
not
very similar
friends
to
with
Matt
Linny,
Mercer, yeah.
then. Oh, this is getting more awkward.
If it wasn't
by the
like
second.
I can hear
Paimon
Matt
nearly forgot
Mercer's
to make her
voice
introduction.
in a loud
Nice to
room
meet
and
you.
pick it
Paimon's
out from the
Paimon,
crowd,
and this is the Traveler.
then
We
yeah.
just arrived in Fontaine.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tevat. And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself.
By deeds, do you mean how we keep making Archons lose their
Monsieur
noses?
Nervillet, what an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
You didn't even get to introduce himself.
Ah, Mr. Linney. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Wait, Nervillet? Could he be...
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Nervillet is.
Because you interrupted
Allow
the
me to
chatting
introduce
part.
you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Whoa!
The Archon's
Sorry
completely
for being
usurped
so
in this
rude
place,
just now.
isn't she?
Paimon had no idea you were such an important person.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so
Uraki's
I'm not so
making
special.
Kota
really.
now. It's a
And by the way,
dagger.
I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to. There's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now. I believe she is trying to
He
give you a
just
most
called her
elegant
out.
and impressive first impression. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become flustered.
That would be more funny if we just ignored her. If she's making a pose and we just looked away.
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
So cold. I love it.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
All right.
It's like he gave
please
her a
wait just
cookie by
moment
looking
longer.
at her and
I've
is
pretty
like,
much
all right,
finished my preparations, and the performance
done.
will start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Yay!
No,
the show's
my
finally
controller.
about to start! Paimon can hardly wait! Paimon's never seen a real live magic show before!
I got it. Okay. Oh, this is a
Ooh, they're dimming the lights!
good
The show
cutscene.
must be starting!
This one got budget.
Sorry.
I
Paimon
don't
will
have
try to
conversation
stay
about
quiet.
inside thoughts and outside ones.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
No claps?
Hello, everyone.
Okay, there they are.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking,
Lynette is a mood.
two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today.
Bet.
Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even
A
the
whole
gods
ass
won't be
mood,
able to
yeah.
help us.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
What's about to happen?
Now, without further ado, let the show begin.
Oh,
Lynette
sorry, I
will
hit
now
I
exit
hit
the
my mic.
stage to make some
I'm sorry.
preparations. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough.
I like magic
and
shows.
before I forget, there's one more
Magic,
thing
yeah.
I should say. You never know what can happen
see some
in the blink
magic.
of an eye.
My toggles aren't set up.
A magician's greatest skill
No, why are my
is making
toggles
things
frozen?
disappear
Aw.
or appear. The possibilities are endless.
I don't want to fix them right now. Those aren't real playing cards.
But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before.
We did not see the actual
So it's
vision
time
itself.
for something
no.
truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky.
That's just a bird thing. Okay.
Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes.
Rest in peace, Lynette. Get in there with your day clothes. It's just why.
It's
I
actually
mean,
quite
they didn't want
simple.
to make her a new outfit, so that
She'll
makes
just
sense.
turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top.
Well, she uses an animal vision.
Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully.
That would be a magic trick I'd like.
With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do.
I just vaporized my sister. She's naked.
Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
So, wasn't really Lynette in the thing, right? That was a quick costume change into the exact same outfit you were already wearing. image, yeah.
Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
What a show.
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Good talk, New Blood.
Guess you're right. Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing!
Thank you, everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance.
Now let's
But
execute this guy.
Our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member.
He's gonna pick me.
Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now. There are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes. One is here and one is there in the aisle among the audience.
Okay.
I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap! Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box.
There's no way
Now,
this is how
everyone pay
they
very
steal the
close
noses.
attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow, how's he gonna do this?
This can't be how they steal the
Do you think
gnosis,
this is
because
all
it's not
magic
our
tricks,
fault.
Or does Lenny have actual
So-
superpowers?
I'm sure we can spot how he does it.
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector. It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate. Now then, let's begin.
And do we go on trial? Well, now now I know that. Thanks.
See, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations!
See, it's some random
You now
chick.
have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute. Please come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box.
What if she doesn't want to?
I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible.
Yeah, we added
You
balloons.
don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meropide.
Oh, okay.
Do I need to sign a waiver?
All right. Before I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the
They talk way
audience
too
to
much
do.
about trials
Could
for
you
us
all
not to
give
be on
me a
fair.
countdown? Like this. 60, 59, 58.
I'm not counting from
Just
60.
keep counting
No,
down.
nope.
You can go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh,
1, 2,
Paimon
skip
kinda
a
wants
2,
to count
60.
faster after hearing him say that.
I'm sure Lenny's prepared. Yeah, it's the whole crowd.
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together.
No, let's
Come on,
not.
repeat after me. 60, 59, 58.
60, 59, 58.
Look at these sheeples.
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
54, 53, 52? Huh? Why aren't you counting, Nervalette?
Because
I am
he's like
counting
me.
in my head.
Yeah.
I think things are exciting enough in here as it is. Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
Nubulet's talking
alright.
sense.
You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something.
40, 39, 38!
Mr. Lenny, Are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic.
What?
It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, midair right above the audience.
Oh, we've seen the boxes right there. I see it.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all.
Maybe he's just supremely confident in his abilities. And then he shot the girl.
What was that noise? Did you hear it too?
Bang! Got her. Maybe it was just to
Not
divert
sure.
our attention.
Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it.
25! 24! 23!
What's wrong, Mr. Lenny? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying
It
to
is,
fix
yep.
it, but it's pitch black in here.
Misdirect and
I
then
can't
shoot her
tell
in the
left from
face.
right.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting?
19! 18! 17!
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown.
A very long countdown.
10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
I don't know if they're going for the Gnosis right now. It's too early.
Almost there now. Whew.
Oh, we
Swapping
got
two
budget
people is
again.
harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5! 4! 3!
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0!
Ta-da!
This cutscene gets 2 allotments of budget. That's pretty good. This is Lynette with the Gnosis. Funniest thing I could have seen. That killed that girl.
What happened?
Oh no. That's the trial of the century right there.
Is this part of the show?
Are you
Mr.
stupid?
Lenny, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must
We fucked
investigate the
up.
cause.
We
But
didn't
if
we
this
didn't
was
fuck
all
up. We
part
didn't
of
do
some
shit.
scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of justice.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll
I
get
like
to
how
the
she's
bottom of this
just
soon
riding on
enough.
his coattails. That's also not how you spell guards.
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linny's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on
What happened to
stage
the
ignited
woman?
the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area,
Fair.
the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance. And there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
Uh-oh, what's Lenny been
The
doing?
serial disappearances case?
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
And to pull it off like this, in front of an audience including the Archon and Chief Justice.
I know the truth.
No, you
I
don't.
can see through the whole thing.
No, you can't.
Really? Using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly?
That's probably not how it is,
our
then.
powerful magician, Mr. Linney, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Probably not.
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
No, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing
Therefore,
girl
your
disappeared
fault.
after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not?
Right, so he's more
Now
the
that
victim.
I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge. That can't be right. How can Lenny do this?
Paimon, you're stupid.
He was in the box on the stage the entire time. We can even hear his voice. Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
He's a suspect at most.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Linney and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
I just think that he... Well, I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
You can't
what
just
Lady Farina
back
said
out.
just now makes perfect sense.
You
Looks
can't
like
make an
she's gonna
accusation in front of
personally
people and then
deliver
back
justice.
out.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing. That's right. I mean you, traveler.
Oh,
You'll
here it
support
is.
Lenny, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met.
Oh, great. I trust Lenny, I guess.
Then there's no problem at all. You know, the Traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met.
Was it a duel? Was it really?
But with Lenny's help, our little duel ended in a draw.
Did it end in a draw? Really?
But draws
Did it really?
really are the most boring possible outcome.
I feel like you lost.
So, no more draws.
And it wasn't
Between
really a
the two
duel.
of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place to hold such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the Opera Epiclese.
Meanwhile, the actual guy abducting women is getting away with it.
Obviously lost last time.
I understand.
You understand,
Charges
Paimon.
have now been pressed.
If Paimon
and
gets
as
it, you're
such,
really in the
a
wrong.
trial is in order. Well, traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing
Right.
to
Well, we're
act
not
as
getting
Mr.
pinned
Linney's
for it.
attorney and defend him in this case?
We have to be an attorney. We're not, like, on trial. Lenny's on trial, and we have to make sure he gets a fair one, is how it's shaken out.
Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth.
I love Phoenix Wright.
Linney and his troupe are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big shot outlander can build in such a short amount of time. I'm really quite looking forward to hearing it.
I mean, nothing should happen to the lawyer if the other one's found guilty.
Sorry about everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after witnessing an accident like that?
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. How could this happen? And poor Cal. I know you already claimed that you would defend me,
Do you really care
but
about
now it's
Cal?
just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer?
Then where are all the defense attorneys? I mean, they exist, right? I don't see why they don't. The only reason we got put in is because the Archon, but I'm sure there would have been a normal defense attorney. I could possibly be the murderer? No.
Good to hear.
Hi,
Thank
Patty.
you so much for
Patty.
trusting me.
Toasty Patty.
I'm sure
How's it
everyone
going?
sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries
Did
layered
you
upon
wind up
mysteries,
getting the Mass Effect
such
bundle?
that all that's left
The Legendary Edition?
is confusion. I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not.
Is it
And
Patty or
I don't
Potty?
know why poor Cal was in
Patty,
the box.
right?
As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either.
The French words are making
If
my English
someone
not so
tampered
good
with
right
my
now.
performance, then we need to figure out what they did. Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
Okay. We need to set up the time for that collab. But there's no denying what happened.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate.
Patty,
As
like
this
Burger
book
Patty. That's what I
says,
thought, yeah.
The impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which
Where'd
is
she get the
possible.
glasses? Where did you get those glasses? Sometimes this game and me think on the same wavelength, and I don't know if that's a good thing.
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh?
Hey, sometimes
Don't worry,
I...
Paimon
You're
used
right.
her own savings
Never mind,
to buy
you're
them.
right.
It wasn't from our travel funds.
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
It was from her
You
travel
have good
funds.
taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self. But with the guards watching our every move, it's
We're
going to
doing
be
a
especially
murder
difficult
trial
for
right
Lynette and
now.
I to prove our own
Okay, my
innocence.
English is terrible. It's the only language I speak. Same.
Good thing
Same.
you agreed to be our attorneys. Thanks for that. We'll be counting on you.
Yes, thank you so much.
I'm used to this sort of thing. I
Just
guess I
leave it to
am.
us. Oh, since we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question first. Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Good question.
Ah, well, I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
The secrets
Who
behind our
cares?
magic are past saving, Linny.
Right.
I
was about to
suppose
say, I
you're
have
right.
A long
The
time.
truth behind our
You
tricks
know,
is going to
speak
be
good.
important evidence that
I
will be
speak
weighted
goo.
during the trial.
I speak such goo.
'Tis
I have a
truly
3-year-old.
pity.
All I speak is goo.
As a magician,
Goo
our
and
magic
ga.
show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it. But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it. We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you can go investigate the stage and the
Is
seating areas.
defending your trade secrets really important when you're on trial for
the
murder
investigation teams are still here.
and
Detective
kidnapping?
Paimon
Murder
is on
and
the
kidnapping.
case.
You spoke like that before you had a kid. Don't call me out.
Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
Also, thank you for the follow, Toast. Patty. I have to get sound notifications fixed, so I miss it sometimes. He was just prepping for there. See, Patty gets it. Yeah, Patty understands.
Ah,
We're Linny and
I
Lynette's
see.
lawyers.
You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be
I've been
perfectly
prepping for the
honest
kid
with
for
you.
30
I'd avoid
years.
getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I were you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see.
Well, because it's evidence.
The deceased is one of Linny's
They
assistants
can't.
named Cal.
They can't move the water.
Even
It's
though he
evidence.
hadn't joined the troop long, he was hardworking
Put
and
a
everyone
chalk
generally
drawing
liked him.
in the
The
water.
assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell, and smash the box with Cowl inside it.
Thank you for the follow. Hey, Kira. How's it going? But why was Colwell inside?
This is the real mystery.
We're
already
always
searched the scene and
gaslighting
we're unable
every day.
to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap. All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere
gaslighting
accident.
every day.
If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Linny is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
Like, it's easy to gaslight a kid, and it's wrong, right? But when you think about it, parents always gaslight you. They're like, oh yeah, Santa's real, you know, the Easter Bunny, that's all gaslight. So everyone does it, so I'm okay to do it, right?
But he doesn't have a motive.
Stealing women apparently
Are
is
you
a
both
motive.
good friends of his?
Well, you can't say we're good friends, but we've known each other for a little while.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys. I know
You have never
there's
once
no
played
such
Genshin
thing as
Impact? I don't
magic.
recommend it.
The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand.
It's a waifu simulator.
I've seen a
Coda,
lot
let's
of
be honest,
cases,
between your kid and your
and I
friend,
can tell you that
one of them will
people
give you
are the
a
least
stroke at
reliable
some
kind of
point.
evidence.
You're right. And it's gonna be you, Crafting. You're the reason I'll have a stroke. I play Naraka and I love my waifus. Well, hey, we got those here. I'll show you some of mine here in a minute. As soon as we're out of this cutscene.
Sorry.
The main reason
tend
you
to
play
be
this game
pretty
is the story.
straightforward.
The story is actually
Just
really
know
solid
that
for
I'm warning
a
you for your own good.
free game.
Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
Coming up with new evidence isn't the right terminology. Played a bit of Genshin when it first came out, but stopped before getting into anything good. Well, that was your mistake. Father? Sorry. Yeah, I'll show you guys Father. Father's the new waifu. I would love to hear a hot take. Nothing but hot takes here. Want to get back into it when Worsley comes around again. I want Worsley so bad. Oh my god, Daddy. You know? You look like... No, why does people keep saying that? Why do people keep calling me Colonel Sanders? No! I'll never get past those allegations. He makes me go feral. Alright. The Colonel Sanders accusations go hard. Alright. I'll show you some of the characters of this game since you haven't played it before. Lean into it. Get a hat. I say. That's Foghorn. That's Foghorn Leghorn. My god. Alright, so this is the main character, the female version. We don't talk about the male version, one uses out. Just have to embrace your Colonel Sanders now. My 11 herbs and spices. This is Yai Miko, she's a fox, so, you know, you and me, Kirasune, this is one of our favorite characters right here. I don't see a difference. Oh my god. This is Arataki Ito. This is Geodaddy. That's his only name. We like him because of his voice.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
We like this guy. We like the dong. All the e-girls love Kazuha here. He's got a tragic backstory and, you know, just needs to be held and comforted. Then for waifus, right, we got Eula, top tier. We got Ganyu, top tier. We got Raiden, top tier. Nuvolet's another daddy. I haven't experienced him much. Child is a child. This is Geo Mommy. And then the new mommy, right, is father. So she's both mommy and daddy. Is this one right here? The ass story. Okay, we'll go over the ass story for Ganyu. God, though, she could step on me. Ryan's outfit looks like what I want for my model, literally. I know, right? It goes so good. The woman in the suit. Anyways, so for Ganyu, there is a story for her. Where is that at? Oh yeah, story. It's her character 5. Basically, she was fighting in a war against these monsters, and the monster tried to eat her, but it couldn't get past her. It couldn't get past her waist. Like, it choked on her waist and died. And that's canonical to the story of Genshin Impact. Is she's so thick, a monster choked and died. Which, honestly, life goals. Like, I can't be mad about that. Use protect. Okay. Let's examine the chalk outline in the water. Right? That, you know, honestly, that's what Vor comics need, is someone so thick that it just kill the monster. Can I quote you on that? Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Hello there. What are you investigating?
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troop members are currently considered prime suspects. The investigation team is still collecting evidence.
By the way,
the seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list.
Could you tell us who she is?
Sure. It's not like this is confidential information.
We'll
random publish it later anyway
member of
when
this,
we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself.
You'd rather do the murder.
Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show. The Magic Troop members all claim not to know her, and we have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects. Simply put,
we need to stop
she wasn't related to the Magic Troop
I need
at
a
all,
chicken bucket
which
emote.
matches the features of the previous
That'll be the
serial
next emote I
disappearances.
make, is a chicken bucket.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between them.
So, Kira, when are you gonna teach us how to play Valorant?
I don't need to be so formal.
So I can carry
if you. Happen to
hard
see
carry,
the missing girl,
you know,
please be sure to
my
contact
elite
us.
skills.
It is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
You streaming tonight? What time? Says, ooh, are we getting a collab going tonight? I want to learn to click heads. 8 p.m. Eastern, so that's like 9 p.m. my time. I might be up for that. Ugh. Well, that's okay, because then it'll be easier for me to carry.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall. The rope looks pretty durable.
Play on an
How
account
can it be
named
burned
Mom.
through so quickly by
Oh my God.
fireworks?
See, I'm never gonna fight the Colonel Sanders allegations. You're never gonna fight the Mom allegations at this point, I guess.
Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler?
Just lie. You're gaslighting. You got mad at me for saying I gaslight. You're gaslighting people.
Whoa. Look! This bit is made from different material!
People
Most
are...
of it
Yeah,
was
you can't
burned
do
away,
that.
but
You can't do
There's
that.
still a little bit of it left.
Like, type of flash copy.
Huh. So if a rope
Who is a
meant
mommy?
to hold something
I'm a
was
mommy.
made with that
Me.
kind of
Look
material
at
in
me.
it, then that means... Wait!
I'm very
why
mommy.
don't you write all this down?
Look at
Let's
me.
take notes!
Your mama Sanders. Oh my god. I know I said I would be speedrunning the story in this today, but part of me really wants to go and also play some Snowbreak to show off the assets
The investigation
that game
team has some new
provides.
findings.
So we might do that
Turns
here in a
out
minute.
there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
I'm
See,
grandpappy.
Told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat?
What?
Do you think the murderer would
I
have
already
still
got called
made his move
ancient.
then?
I was being nice, right? I pop into Kira's stream, I wish her luck, I make a joke, and she calls me ancient.
Something wrong with it?
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
Ancient.
Lenny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared.
Yeah, so apparently you're ancient too.
We thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all.
It's not that
The
old!
machine picks that same number every time. I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat.
In the grand scheme of
regardless
things,
whether it's a
that's not that
trial
old
or
of a
some
meme to make.
performance. In other words, Linny knew who would be sitting where from the
I
very
don't.
beginning.
I let go of the pulse years ago.
That much checks out. Lenny reserved our seats for us, too.
Bet you see why I was
Olden
saying it'd be
internet
tough
times.
to make a case
Yeah.
for Linny.
It's a thing I'll have to deal with, is that I'm just eventually gonna be too old to properly function and have to go to a retirement home. And it's probably soon, if that's any sign. Thanks, sorry for bothering you. I haven't paid attention to any
Even
of
though
this
it's bad
evidence,
for Lenny's
so...
case, Paimon had better write it down.
Alright, my nose is killing me right now. Give me 1 second, and I need to go blow my nose. I will be right back.
Be a dreamer, I'd rather be free. I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen. I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean. I'd rather be a poser in a magazine. I'd rather be pretty much anything else. And if I fall behind, ignoring all the signs. And if I lose the fight, I still rage against the light. I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty.
Oh, I looked up that epic thing that you were playing during your stream, Patty. Damn, that's some good music. Only reason I'm so on the pulse is my evidence is important. True. Yes. You can open the door. I think my son was just knocking on the door. Trying to get in. Did I look at everything? No. Person. Tell me thing.
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too. If you find any new and interesting leads, Be sure to share them with me, alright?
Who are you?
We don't have too many thoughts yet.
Oh no, the ad hell, I'm sorry.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first?
You know, if you're on a... Oh no, you can't skip them with an ad block anymore, right?
The thud? Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
I'm 30, I'm going on 31.
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Linny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened, the thud has become an important clue.
That makes sense. So, what do you make of it?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Linny's
How bad were the
accomplice,
ads?
Lynette, perhaps, jumping atop the water tank or something like that. And when the
I'm just having a good time
pyrotechnics went
turning
off,
23
she cut
later
the
this
rope,
month. What a
sending the water
zoomer!
tank crashing down.
But wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing.
I'm sorry, I have them set to like a moderate, like lower tier. I honestly wish that Twitch would let you like turn off in ads and just play more on the outside of the video, like have the border ads, but ad block and stuff. So I get it. But
that's true. I suppose I must reconsider.
That does remind Paimon, though. What was with that sound?
oh yeah, there was a bang during the magic show. It was like a loud bang. Yeah, you're old. Yeah. You're ancient crafting. He's the ancient one. We found the ancient one. From Doctor Strange.
Lenny's still talking to the guards. It seems he'll have a lot of explaining to do. I think someone will be assigned to monitor us later, but that's alright.
Mean. What's the origin of the cowboy hat? Hi, old. There's still more. I feel like I'm done. Old model with a cowboy hat. Ah, I see.
Hey, you!
True, Benny is the ancient one.
Over here! I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Oh, it's Navia.
You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among
How old
those
is
who
the
wish
ancient one?
to
He's like in
cut
his
down the thorns
mid-40s?
and pursue the truth. No.
Early 40s, mid-40s?
And by the looks
yeah.
of it,
Oh, no,
you're
I'm
not
pretty sure
from
he's over
Fontaine.
40.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
Simon's still wearing the stupid glasses.
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula? From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it.
Yeah, he's like 42
Navia,
if I remember
have
right.
the honor of being its renowned president.
Like twice her age. Yeah. Wait,
For
are you a
those who play
Zoomer
by
also,
our
Patty?
rules, call me boss.
Did I only add Zoomers to the collab group?
I'm Silver, her
Mommy,
attendant.
sorry, Mommy.
Pleased to meet
True.
you.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
He's a
Well,
mafia boss.
I am the second generation president. Malus and the others are still used to my previous title.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
This is getting out of hand.
No,
now there are
no
two of
need.
them.
You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rosula anyway.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand.
You try to look younger with all these. Hey, yeah, I'm one of you. Hello, fellow kids. Do you want to invest?
That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases.
That's
my
not
interest
true.
stems from a
What
matter
am I
back
then?
from my father's time.
What am
Judging
I?
From the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely mastermind.
Really? We think so too. That's why we're looking for clues now.
Oh my god!
But how did you come to that conclusion?
Oh no.
Intuition.
I just thought black and white
My
looked good
unparalleled
together. I thought it
intuition.
looked good. I didn't think I was Colonel Sanders. You know what? That's fine. He's hot, so I'll say it.
Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she?
Is it the beard? I thought he had a mustache.
That's not
Doesn't
uncommon
Colonel
for
Sanders
her.
have a mustache?
If you remember, the Justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away. Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina
I haven't
was going
played
to
the
back
dating,
down in that
so
situation.
maybe I should.
Sounds
That
more
way I
like
can date
you
myself.
just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her.
Well, when you put it like that.
All right, I've answered your question. Now, it's time you answer mine.
Oh, does he have bad history?
Answer count.
I know Japan likes Colonel Sanders.
Well,
Like, it's a big,
I
like,
say it
Christmas
does,
thing to, like,
but
eat at
don't
KFC
worry.
there.
You won't hear
And
any
they have
pointless
statues
questions
of
from
him
me.
all over the place.
In your opinion, do you
That's
think it's
about all I
right
know
to
about
treat a trial like it's an
Sanders.
opera?
No.
Well?
And
It's
why
definitely
would
not
that
okay
be?
to treat a trial like it's an opera.
See, Silver and Maloose? I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, demoiselle. I too think that the traveler's response was most excellent. No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials
but
that
he
go on
wasn't-
stage here must be based.
He wasn't
in fact.
actually a World War...
Then if
like,
that can be done,
Colonel
boss,
Sanders
then-
lived in the 1900s,
All
right?
that's quite enough, Maloose.
He wasn't
Anyway,
from the Civil
I
War.
like your answer. You passed with flying colors. Now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
Wait! Since when did we become assistants?
Hmm? Oh, well,
Yeah, the
I can
dating
be the
it's
assistant.
different.
Sure. Or your companion
We
if you
only
like.
go off with dating
I'm really
sims
not
here.
that fussy.
Oh my god, have you seen the game Bunny Garden? I want to play that. I think that's a game I'm gonna get for a stream sometime.
Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth.
But the dating sim is different, so we're good.
You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
You have a point. Huh. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister? And what about you?
Why are you
over
talking
there?
to me
What do you think?
on that?
You seem like you've got something on your mind.
I like the glasses, how they don't have anything connecting them
I
to
have
your
nothing
ears.
to add.
Alright.
Alrighty then.
Solid.
We'll be making some preparations first. Just be sure to let us know if they start revealing Linny's tricks. Thanks!
Am I done looking for... I'm still not done looking for clues? Alright, Crafting, you have a great day. Safe drive and whatnot. What is this little thing?
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Linny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes, after the Chief Justice
This is
gave
the
the order,
murderer.
everyone
I
coming
found the
in or
murderer.
out
It's
must
this
undergo
thing.
a strict inspection. So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on.
So me. This is so you. And I see the resemblance, actually. Yeah, it makes sense. Little gremlin, yeah.
I doubt there was much opportunity then, either.
How can you be so
Short
sure?
and suspicious. I thought Paimon just called it short.
Because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that
How
time.
could you be so short?
I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck. But still, I did not abandon my post. And I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was.
Lie.
If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave.
Lie.
We Melazines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through
So
here.
apparently it's called a melazine.
Alright, thank you for your help. This will be useful info.
Alright. After this cutscene, you guys want to see, like, overly boobalicious waifu?
Checked everything of note here at the performance venue.
Because I think it's time we look at some overly boobalicious waifu for this week. Booba is my brother in Christ. Have you no shame? None. No. Next question. Where did I save that to again? I mean, being a tuber comes with the territory, I guess. There, see, you understand. Why does it not? Why does it not think I have? Okay, update. A 15 gigabyte update? Well, so much for that. That ain't happening today. At least not on stream. That's a later thing. My name is Kota Unlocks, and I live in the cringe. There you go. You can use that. See, I've been streaming for about an hour and a half. We'll finish this storyline, and then I'll probably take a break, and we'll see about playing some Valorant later today.
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Oh no, making notes. Oh,
Very
autoplay.
good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat.
Oh, I have a little note thing. This is very Phoenix Wright. Man, that's a lot of blank. That's a lot of blank.
That is a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower. Sorry.
There's a very sus thing with
Call me Navia. I'm a
Navia
partner of theirs, and we'll be helping investigate this whole
that I need to show.
situation. And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Very sussy Baka.
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Like, I almost thought that
just say
I had
we're
a tab
tagging
open.
along. It's not every day you get to see
That,
the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
Yeah, well, I just thought I had a tab open that
I
was
appreciate
playing,
your kind interest.
but it was coming from this
Come
game.
with me. We'll be heading
Whole
below
game's
stage.
kind of fruity. Like a good fruit or a bad fruit?
Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here?
Mango's a good fruit. I like mango. I put it in like top 10 fruits.
Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Huh.
Are you gonna kill me in the box?
And other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
Back of the door isn't the same.
The back? You mean the inside of the door?
Strawberries,
What's different
peaches,
about
and
it?
nectarines.
Paimon didn't notice anything.
I've never actually... I don't think I've ever had a nectarine.
Very good
They're like
indeed.
little oranges,
I
right?
thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first
Old
row.
person hobby of making
The
jam.
back of this door
Wow,
was
so
patterned.
ancient.
Those
Look
patterns
at how
are
ancient
now
you
gone,
are.
replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
There's another box inside this box.
Exactly.
They're not
All
nectarines,
right,
they're more
let's
like
go.
peaches.
I'll tell you how
without
it works
fuzz.
as we head down.
I've never had one, so I don't know.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box!
In this passage, link the two boxes together.
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place.
I mean, I figured that out whenever there were
The
two
two magic
boxes.
are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
Too many boxes for my liking. I only like one box personally.
So that's the
Anymore
purpose
is
of
a
the
bit
box
too
inside another
much.
box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
And what about your side of the trick? Why does this matter?
You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end!
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel
No, but you
using
walked
that
out of the
ladder.
box with 3 seconds
And
left.
what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh,
We're still figuring it out. We're learning how the
That's how we
magic
were
trick
able to
works.
coordinate Linny's lines
So
with
we
the
can
assistant.
have like
And
an
by the way,
alibi
I was the one
for
who
what
walked
the
out of the box
magicians
at the
were
end.
doing during the
I
murder.
mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who.
Oh,
and that's
it makes
my
sense
favorite
now.
part of this trick.
But
Only
she has
Lynette
cat
and I
ears
can
and a
perform
tail.
it.
Hold on. Bro, magic is magic. Why do we need to know about how it works? Because we need an alibi.
Every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last!
I can tell a lot of thought was put into this.
Lynette
Again, though,
would briefly
she
walk
has
out of the
cat
box
ears
and
and a
then go
tail.
back
You
in,
guys are not
jumping
like
into the
fraternal
tunnel
twins.
and escaping before the
Yeah,
box
what's your
on the
al-
trolley
what's your
could finish
alibi?
ascending.
Where were you
And
during
then
the time of the
I
murder?
walk out of the other box
You
in
didn't
the
show up
audience
in the
area,
chat
and
until
the trick
after the
would
murder.
be complete.
Kind of suspicious.
The operative word here being would.
Oh, you were.
But
Ooh,
as you
oh,
saw,
okay. That
Cal
that
was
makes
in the
sense.
box,
Okay.
not our audience
All right.
member.
You're free to
She,
go.
on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off.
Because you're very simple-minded.
To think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime. Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime.
I forget what
So
Navia
Lenny and
does,
Lynette are
but
not
why
permitted
is
to stay
she?
here. I'll escort them back up.
Yes, of
Why is
course.
she
no
able
need
to
to be so
investigate?
strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
We learned so much. All right, I wanted to show the sussiness of Navia. So let me go find my Navia real quick. There she is. So we need her to do her not this, a different idol animation. Definitely learned and paid attention. True. Do a different idol animation, please. Do it. Do it. Oh. Here it is. Close your eyes.
Oh.
So imagine you're casually showing your significant other something on another screen, and then that audio starts playing. That's happened to me. I have to look at everything. Oh, this is an important thing to look at.
What's this?
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds of odds and ends here.
Linny did mention this earlier. This was used to murder.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
Because of the murder.
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it first.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Oh, thank you,
Speaking
Jeeves.
of which, why would there be water here?
From the shattered vase. Maybe it was for a trick. Haha! Surprise! There's water.
It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear.
Sure.
And here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
You're making a lot of assumptions for someone who doesn't know.
Let's note this down too and think about it later.
I hate that she's still wearing the stupid glasses. Women's clothing.
Oh.
I don't like where this case is
These are the clothes that
going.
the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right? Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere
Thinking
to
about
be
later
found.
sounds good because thinking that sounds bad. Yeah. Let's just not think. Honestly, big improvement on the day. Lenny didn't mention the guests having a wardrobe change.
Right. And do you really need to do that? if
This
you're
is going from
kidnapping them?
this is going from a kidnapping case to a potentially much worse
This
case.
is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be a detective anymore.
How'd your glasses do that? How'd they do the swirls? What? Wait, does pause menu Paimon have the glasses? Okay, that's good. That's funny as hell. Can we just keep those glasses on forever? I have discovered everything I need. Examine the trolley. Oh, nope, there's more.
What is this place?
The vent.
It
Used
seems
for
someone could fit
ventilation.
through here.
Huh.
Yeah, that's a
this
myth.
have
You
been
can't
the
climb through
suspect's
vents
escape route?
in real life.
Alone,
They won't support,
perhaps.
like, a
But if
baby's
they
weight.
had to pull another person with them, the space would be too narrow.
But there are no other ways in or out of here.
Wish you could, though. We're in the... Other than... Okay.
Oh, you're right. Let Paimon write that down.
Why are we trusting Paimon to keep these clues?
Seems we're just about done investigating.
Alright, I've looked
Yes,
at all the
let's
useless
head back
things. Oh, the Traveler got to talk? It's rare when the main character gets to use their voice acting.
Well, we've ascertained the
True.
state of the crime scene.
Honestly brings
Let's
this
find a
game
place to
down
sort
from
out
like
our findings once
a
Malus
solid
returns.
8, like a 7,
Seems to
because
me
Paimon
that there are
talks.
several things that don't add up here.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
Okay.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable.
Well, the death is pretty explicable
No
because
wonder
a thing
Farina
fell
was
on
so
his head and
confident
he
in our
died.
accusation. All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Oh.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides.
But don't we just have to make it entertaining and not actually have facts and logic?
That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced. The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice. To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
This also
Yeah.
precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. Not that this has ever happened.
So I
anyway.
don't have to prove anything. I don't need all these, like, things I've been looking. I just need to be funny. Oh, Linny's dead. I'm not gonna be able to help him. Damn.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a reference. Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result
needs
it
to be
returns
funny.
is the will of justice
Easy.
itself.
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides? Paimon thought Novelet called the shots.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment, which is
Sure.
why people have great faith in the Chief Justice. Ah, yes, the guards also
yeah,
asked me to
I
convey
agree,
that
uh-huh.
none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
Why?
I watched your stream yesterday. I snickered once or twice.
Because we've chosen to act as the twins'
That's pretty good.
proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case. And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
I missed what we were talking about. He's ready to break out into song?
there's no
Into
need for
dance?
that.
What's happening?
Paimon thinks they have a point. That said, are they providing food?
My God, Paimon.
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
What are we? I missed. What is going on? Now it's not
In that
time to be
case,
picky.
let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too. I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
Huh. Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all.
Paimon.
Just kidding, just kidding. Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some.
What?
Huh? Here? But how?
Gonna break some furniture to make a fire.
Everyone, please come with
We'll
me.
just cook food in the middle of this opera house. I love the idea. Sweet treats are necessary to function.
You're
Women.
carrying a portable stove with you?
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
So this is a common occurrence.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
You carry around eggs?
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome snack soon enough.
These three are quite the
That's
interesting
a
group.
huge thing to just be carrying around. Must be a spindy roast a thing.
And Paimon thought it smelled good while it was still in the oven. Oh, it's even better now.
You made
Paimon can't
macarons
stop drooling.
with eggs, sugar, and almonds
carrying
as
all
your
that stuff
only
around?
ingredients.
Paimon thought you'd have them do more during the baking process. But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything.
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
I like these two. Quite what Paimon meant.
Paimon was just thinking, aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty beating egg whites and baking like this?
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks.
I mean,
Don't
the kitchen
underestimate
is
beating
the
egg whites,
place
by the way.
that
It's a real arm workout.
you are
You also
a.
need to beat them to just the right consistency.
Anyways.
Or your macarons will crack. Anyway, give these a try. Fresh out of the oven. There's 3 for each of us.
Only 3?
Little doodle faces.
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite, strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts the spirit.
Why don't you take a break as well?
No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
All right then. Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber.
I already have all the info I
we can assume that
need.
Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
So apart from the twins, we're left with 2 other people. The missing girl and the deceased.
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel, resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction.
Again, with the clothes being thrown into a mix, this is getting very 11 herbs and spices that I don't think this game is age rated for.
Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
There's no evidence that this third person even exists.
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person. But the only people left to consider are both technically victims, whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowl.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowl before making
why?
her escape?
But she had no way of knowing how the magic trick worked. And also, why would a
That's right.
random woman want to murder
And even
a
if she
performer?
had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guards said that she has never had any dealings with the magic troop's members.
Were we not thorough enough in our search?
It's just Lenny. String him up.
From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case.
Get the cuffs.
Your macarons are amazing, though, Navia. They smell great. They're nice and crisp and super sweet.
They are my specialty after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3, honest!
Paimon can only count to 3.
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
Oh, it's fine. Everyone knows how much you love eating.
Wait, even you don't believe Paimon? How could you? If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach!
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal.
Yeah, one of us named
set up the
Paimon.
stove again, if you would.
Huh? What are you doing?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
But there's really no need to do that.
Exactly. We don't want to trouble you.
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
Well, this
Yep,
really is
that's
your
all you
hobby,
need.
huh?
No flour or anything.
Well, that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area. I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the 2 of you think the case over again.
What is your
It would be
stake?
awkward if you got all
Why is she
tongue-tied
here?
on stage during the trial.
All right, thanks for your help and for the snacks.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Maloose, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
All right.
It's time to put our heads together. We've got to get our defense ready for the trial.
Yeah, I'm gonna call the stream a night here. Maybe I'll be playing some Valorant later today. But thank everyone for popping in. And yeah, I'll be streaming definitely tomorrow. I know that. So, see you tomorrow.